Hello everybody, welcome back to Jared Opens a Box here on Jared Takes the L, and if you can believe it, it is our last Jared Opens a Box for 2024, and it's honestly insane that we're already heading into a new year here on the channel, and what is actually going to be the 5th anniversary of both Jared Takes the L and Jared Opens a Box. They both debuted in 2020. And yeah, so we're gonna have a lot of great stuff going on that year, but we still have to wrap things up for 2024. And I thought there was no better way to really do that than by doing the other Comic Con that took place this year. So we get everything, 2024 out of the way before we head into the new year. Of course, New York Comic Con 2024, which actually had some pretty good exclusives from Funko. We have three again, just like we had three for San Diego Comic Con. It's kind of funny. This one also has another 10-inch Pokemon pop and another DC Comics pop, just like San Diego did. And then there is, of course, another pop in between those two, just like how Godzilla was there for San Diego. So kind of funny how that ended up working out. But yeah, let's go ahead and just hop into this one. I guess I also did want to say, obviously, if you guys were looking at the schedule from this past week, the Christmas episodes of Jared Opens a Box did not, unfortunately, come to fruition. We didn't even get one of the things in time. So whenever we end up getting it, I don't know. We probably just show it off at some point because it kind of defeats the purpose. It's not really Christmassy anymore at that point. But, we'll try to do something with those. But let's go ahead and get started with our last one of the year. And I think there's no better way to kick things off than with some DC Comics. Another character here that we actually, there was a Funko soda for him. We didn't actually do a video on it, but we did show it off in someone else's video. This is the Batman Who Laughs. This is, of course, the Joker as Batman, I'm pretty sure. I could be totally wrong about that. I'm just basing it on my very limited knowledge here. But I've always really enjoyed the design here. It's very creepy, but also very cool. And that kind of fits, some of the stuff that I like. This is, of course, Pop Heroes number 524. At the top here, it says, what does that say? Dark Knight's Death Metal. I'm assuming that's from the comic book that Batman Who Laughs was in. Funko also has new stickers now as well for these exclusives. I think they're supposed to be to kind of prove that they're valid, that they're legitimate figures. So that's something that they did for the New York Comic Con pops, and I assume they'll be doing for the foreseeable future with their exclusives for Comic Cons. So there's that. Back of the box, pretty creepy actually. Very freaky looking back there. And then, of course, the side of the box. So let's go ahead and see how they did with this one. Oh, and it also has some messages. Oh, it has a lot. What the heck? Okay, so it has some ha-ha-has right there. And then right here, there's also a lot of words. It says, to win, you need to adapt, and to adapt, you need to be able to laugh away all the restraints, everything holding you back. You see, a Batman who laughs is a Batman who always wins. So, very interesting. Let's go ahead and open this one up. I don't know why I was expecting this to bobble. It's not a Marvel pop. So here is the Batman Who Laughs. This one came out looking really, really cool. Of course, you got the Joker's trademark smile and stuff right there. In terms of like the mask and everything, I can't imagine that would be very comfortable, but he has these spikes all around his head. You can't even see, so I don't even know how that works, but who knows? And then he also has like this little crown looking thing going on up here. The rest of the outfit looks pretty cool. He's got some very sharp looking red nails down here, and of course he also has Batman's mask in one of his hands as well. Overall, this one came out looking pretty cool. I mean, yes, it's definitely one of the freakier Batman pops, but also ended up looking really cool. Also gave him like a cape and everything too with the what do they call this? Like this part right here. I can't even think of it off the top of my head, but nonetheless, looks really, really cool. I'm a big fan of this particular figure. I think I still have that soda. It's the only other piece of Batman Who Laughs. They made a couple of other pops and stuff down, earlier. But this one probably is the best looking one so far. So definitely would recommend if you're a fan of the comics that he's been in. All right, so the next one, this one's pretty cool, honestly. So as you know, Sonic the Hedgehog and Funko have definitely been working together a lot more recently. There's been a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog pops that have been coming out. They actually just announced another wave for early next year. Um, and of course, the hype with the third movie, which just released last week. So it's only fitting, of course, that they would then do an exclusive for New York Comic Con to build up on the hype that Sonic was having. I mean, they had Sonic X Shadow Generations that just came out as well. So um, I know definitely a lot of great characters that haven't gotten pops yet. They definitely could have gone with a Shadow. They could have gone with some other characters maybe that we haven't seen before, like Blaze or Espio or any of the Chaotix or anything. So naturally, who does Funko end up deciding to make? Metal Knuckles. A character who, to my knowledge, has only been in one Sonic game, and that was Sonic R. So, what an incredibly out there choice. Like, I mean, I personally think it's fantastic. I love this choice. I love those out of nowhere choices. But yeah, definitely interesting. Considering the fact there's still so many Sonic characters who have not received figures yet, and yet Metal Knuckles kind of jumped straight. He jumped the line, and even better, got a Comic Con exclusive. So I mean, good for him. But yeah, like I said, I think he's only been in one game, and that was Sonic R. I don't think he's really been in anything else. Maybe I think they did bring him back in Sonic Mania. So I think he was in Sonic Mania, but I didn't make it to that point when I played the game. Um, but yeah, Metal Knuckles. This is pretty cool. So this is, of course, part of the Pop Games. They have the classic Sonic the Hedgehog logo, and this is 1015. Pop Games line definitely has passed the 1000 number just a little bit ago. Instead of the New York Comic Con sticker that the other two have, this one was actually shared with Toy Tokyo, so they have their own sticker. It says Toy Tokyo New York 2024 Limited Edition. I think this is my second exclusive that I've gotten from Toy Tokyo. The other one was actually Trax from Transformers back a couple years ago. But yeah, there's Metal Knuckles. Looks really, really cool. Side of the box. Back of the box doesn't have anybody else on it, but does have the classic 16-bit Green Hill Zone with the classic logo. And then there's that side as well. So let us see. Oh, and I broke the box. Well, at least I'm not an inbox collector. All right, this one looks really cool. So here is Metal Knuckles. This one came out looking pretty nice. So of course we did do Metal Sonic earlier this year. Now we have Metal Knuckles. This one, man, this is actually pretty freaking accurate. If you pull up a picture of Metal Knuckles and compare it to this, it's pretty dang close. So of course he does have the green eyes right here. I think Metal Sonic has red eyes. He has the little metallic nose there, just like Metal Sonic does. He has robotic. He has the robotic, what I guess you would call them, dreads or whatnot that Knuckles has. He has robotic versions of that. He also has, instead of Knuckles, like Knuckles would have, he has actually these very, not too sharp, but, definitely would do a lot more damage, I imagine. And of course, he's kind of got the same, I say it's the same body type as Metal Sonic. And then, of course, also has the shoes, the metallic, shoes there as well. So, overall, this is a pretty nice figure. I mean, seriously, Funko did a pretty dang good job on getting this figure accurate. And again, I love just the out of nowhere crazy choices that they make sometimes. And this could actually be a candidate for one of the best pops of the year, in my opinion, simply just based on its accuracy and everything like that. And just the, craziness of actually having a Metal Knuckles now in my collection, since I don't even know if they've made a Sonic, like an action figure of him at this point. They may have, I don't know. I don't really collect those ones, the Jack specific ones or anything like that. But yeah, he's definitely not one of the more popular characters, so I just like that they're kind of branching out and doing something like that. Now, to finish off the episode, we do, of course, have another 10-inch Pokemon Pop. I really hope Funko gives us a break with these next year, because there were 4 just this year alone. There's Cresselia back at the WonderCon, or not WonderCon, C2E2, or whatever that one was called, earlier this year. We, of course, had Arceus back at San Diego. We have this one. That's going to be right now. And they also made Palkia as well for London Con, which probably won't be appearing on the channel, at least not in its own video. You know, I might show it off at some point. But it actually goes hand in hand with this one, which is, of course, Dialga. And yeah, I mean, it makes sense to have this one as a 10-inch pop. I mean, Dialga is huge. Same with Arceus, same with Cresselia. And this one ended up looking really cool. Of course, it does have the sticker right there as well. Same sticker. It's Pop Games number 996, so we are going back a little bit. There's the side of the box. Back of the box doesn't have anybody else on it. This also actually was a Christmas gift. I just got this past week, so shout out to my dad for that one. I just got this past week. So talk about last minute, video and stuff like that. I did the same thing with my birthday this past year when Summer got me the Sonic the Hedgehog 2-pack of Knuckles and Rouge. I did the exact same thing because I also was on a Wednesday, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, let's go ahead and open this one up. The only other 10-inch Pokemon pop that I really would want to see next year would probably be like Darkrai or something. I love Darkrai. I think he'd be really cool as a pop, especially as a 10-inch. Let's go ahead and open this one up here if I can. Maybe. There we go. This one is huge. All right. It's gonna be a little loud here. Maybe. Can't even get them out. There it goes. All right. Let's go ahead and open. Dropping everything. All right, so here is Dialga, and this one ended up coming out pretty nice. I mean, this, again, also incredibly accurate. They even got this part right here attached to his back. The black eyes here, these actually look pretty nice on Dialga. I think he actually has them anyways, so it actually translates pretty well. I love this part right here. They really got that design down as well. And they even gave this with the, I'm not entirely sure what that is, like a gem or something in the middle of his chest. This ended up being a really well done pop. Very well detailed, surprisingly not broken in any way, shape, or form, which I totally would have expected with a pop like this, given all of the parts that are kind of just hanging out, on their own there. But no, they packaged it well. It ended up coming out pretty nicely. So another definite must-have for a Pokemon fan. Although I don't think this one might still be available at GameStop's website because that's what it was shared to. But yeah, there it is. This one is awesome. And yeah, so that is going to do it for our New York Comic Con 2024 video. I think they all, honestly, all three of these pops look phenomenal. I'm going to give them all a 10 out of 10. A great way to end off the year. And yeah, I mean, seriously, there was really no flaws with any of these. I think they were all incredibly accurate. I have no complaints. And that's definitely a good thing, I don't want to complain about anything. But yeah, that's going to do it for 2024's Jared Opens a Box. Of course, next week will be our first episode of 2025. I have it right back there. Another series that we've done plenty of pops on, so I figured it's one of the best ways to kick off the year. But yeah, let me know down below which of these was your favorite. We had the Batman Who Laughs, we had Metal Knuckles, and we had the 10-inch Dialga. So let me know down below which of these is your favorite. And plans are still for us, Summer and I, to do a Christmas haul / 2025 preview video on Wednesday, on New Year's Day. That's still in the plans. Hopefully it'll still happen. But we're going to kind of go through some of the stuff we got for Christmas and also use that as kind of a teaser video for some of the things that are going to be coming throughout that first half of the year. So definitely looking forward to that. Hope you guys are as well. Thank you guys for all the support here in 2024. We will, of course, have one more episode of Jared Takes the L on New Year's Eve, and then we'll be heading right into the new year. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.